It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, MarkinsPires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat.
What is happening, people? Happy St. Patty's Day. I hope you had a fantastic day with friends, partying, drinking all that crazy Irish liquor that we know you like to get into. It's Sunday night day 1903 in a row. I'm so used to saying 1800s because we did that for 100 days. But we're in the 1900s, day 1903 in a row, and we're gonna get into it. I dropped a really funny piece of comedy news today. I'm not sure if anybody saw it because it is St. Patty's Day. So we're gonna probably watch it again now because it is freaking crazy funny. Especially the phone call I had with JetBlue. That's right, got them on the line. We had a deep dive into what's going on with this, discrimination that we heard about. Unfortunately, JetBlue is doing it the Mormon way. You guys know what I'm talking about, Joseph Smith style, right? I hope you are kicking it with me for the next hour because we're about to break into what's happening in this world. Not in the negative way, like this is a positivity show, okay? We do the comedy news here. We play songs, write songs live in the moment. It's just about hanging out, really. It's really about getting away from all the crap in the world for just a little bit. Leisure number 7, how are you? Jerry Hayes, how you doing? I see Harvey, AKA Viper. For all of you over here on TikTok, and you're like, is that Viper? Is that Harvey Viper, AKA Viper? Yeah, Harvey's over here. Just gotta come over to the YouTube channel to see Harvey, AKA Viper. Also, S-Coop is here, keeping it down in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Laying it down with Virginia. How's everybody doing on TikTok? Let's see who's here with me. I got Cindy Lou, how are you? Jan Mamone. How are you, Jan Mamone? Trying to get it right. Party Patrol USA, welcome. Welcome to the longest running daily variety show on the planet. We do this every single day at 9 a.m. and then again at a little after 9 p.m., 10:20 p.m., some people may say. I am sitting here with Joanne. Yeah. She's wheezing. That's what happens here. Let's see, we got a couple random people, but when you pop in, Party Patrol, right, and then we're hanging out together. So last night, guys, the jam was ridiculous. It was completely ridiculous. We usually write a song a night. Tonight, I'm feeling like probably just some comedy and kicking back. It's been a crazy day. I played some basketball today. I haven't done that in a while. Since high school, maybe? I've shot a couple times, but I was dunking today. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry? Of course on regulation. You think I gotta bring it down to like 8'5" or something? I was doing a Jordan Jammer. I kissed the rim today. I also did a Shaquille O'Neal. I pulled the whole thing down, broke it, It was a party, and then all of a sudden, the hospital. That little kid that was there riding his bike by in the moment when I ripped the freaking rim out of the backboard. Glass everywhere. Then it fell on the little boy. No good. Guys, Matt Zabrowski's here though, so we'll all be better in a second when we get our woohoo. Zabrosk! Woohoo! Right! Guys, you're there, I'm here. We just got a woohoo from Matt Zabrowski. He gets paid big bucks for that woohoo. So where are you guys tuning in from? I see Rebecca's here for me, Jeffro. Angela's here, Keith Singletary. Are you related to Mike Singletary, Keith? I liked Mike Singletary. That guy was a heck of a defender. We got Glenn, and Hairstone and Hound Dog. You know what I'm saying? Ah, goodness. Helen Gale. Oh, goodness. Guys, when Helen Gale is here on a Sunday evening, that means we could start the comedy news. So Helen's usually here for these stories when they take place. But you guys understand what's better about these stories when I actually get a chance to edit them is then I add all the goodies. So over the shoulder, you'll see these stories. We scroll the news. And when we find a story, as I'm scrolling that story, you're watching the news, you're hearing me read what you're seeing on the screen, And then I just go off and create comedy off of it. So it's cool, right? But then what happens afterwards when we edit these clips is we take that full news story with the scrolling news there, and then whatever I'm talking about, I find video and pictures of that thing, that crazy thing, that piece of comedy that's coming out of me. And then over my shoulder, during the replay, when we do the final play, you see what I'm saying over my shoulder. And then whoever I'm talking to in the room, most times I'm making a phone call to somebody. Donald. Yeah, no, this is Mark Pires. Jim's. No, this is Mark Pires from the MarkinsPires. Yeah. Jim. I didn't know you were such a big fan. All right, so that's what we do. We'll just make fake phone calls. But when we do the replay, you hear Jim. I do the voiceover and create all this other comedy to go along with Jim. To go along with me. So it's kind of cool because I put out 9 feature films. I put out all these comedies, and I'm always talking to people that aren't in the room. It's just these pretend what's that, Sabrask? Like that, That's what we do here. That's my type of comedy, I got Joanne wheezing, and then Zabrowski's over there at the woohoo. But nobody's in the room with me. I'm just talking to people. Like over there, that's Brady. He's a scientist. Whenever we have to go to a scientist, that's Brady over there. He's a Dumbo. All he could do is crunch numbers. He's a heck of a number cruncher, though, guys. George R's in the house tonight, guys. Loving it. Jerry Hayes. Guys, if you want to, the best experience for this show is on YouTube, X, or Rumble, Facebook, DLive, Twitch. We're live on all those. But the best, I'm really trying to build out X, trying to build out Rumble, trying to build out the YouTube channel, even though we are demonetized now, because apparently positivity and trying to affect a positive change one person at a time is harmful. Guys, when you live in the Twilight Zone, you just go with it. Yeah? So let me play you this. I want to laugh with you. Will you laugh with me for a little bit? Only, I think we've had 20 views and a couple comments. So if you could do me a favor and hit the like and just leave a quick comment. Be like, hey, I'm live with you right now, Mark. Thanks for playing this, whatever. And a quick like. That's the link right here. Did I just give it to you? I tried. What the heck happened there? All right, there we go. I'll give you 20 seconds. Click that link and quickly run over. Just click a like, leave a quick comment, and then scurry right back over here because we're going to watch it. And I'm telling you guys about it right now while you do that. So this piece of content is about a gentleman who got on the plane with his wife in order to go from New York, I believe it was, to California or something. Anyway, taking a flight, he's trying to get on a flight with his wife. This gentleman has religious beliefs and he has certain restrictions within his religion. He's not allowed to do things like, I don't know, sit next to a woman. Like that's a thing that's part of his religion. So to me, these stories are hilarious. I like stereotypes. I think stereotypes are friggin' hilarious. So when people are like getting more PC and getting more like sensitive about things, I lean into stuff like stereotypes. I think it's freaking hilarious. I think it should be hilarious now. It should be funny in the year 2550. Just someone joking about a stereotype because they're not accurate, but there's some truth to stereotypes. But the reality is this. Every single thing you say about anything could go for anybody across the planet, okay? It reminds me of a conversation. This is a super quick story. I was up in Toronto, and a gentleman and myself were there at this shoot, and we're speaking with all these people. We're sitting with all these people. They're from Canada, from Toronto, from all over Canada, really. And they were so rude, so mean to us. And this guy, and this is back, I'll say 2000, okay? And this guy's like, why? And this guy was a sweet guy. And he and I were getting along really well. And we're like, why is everybody so rude to us? He's like, I don't know, it's weird. So we finally had one sound guy was like a really cool guy. And we start talking to him for a little bit and he's getting kind of like comfortable with us. And we say, can we ask you like, why is everybody so like rough and like really, they're not friendly and they're actually like jerky to us. What's going on? He goes, oh, well, we in Canada just think everybody from America is ignorant. And I go, what? And they go, yeah, we just think Americans are ignorant. And I go, well, that's an ignorant thing to say. And we all started laughing. And I was like, people are people. I said, there's going to be ignorant people in America. There's clearly ignorant people in Canada. And everywhere in Asia, in Russia, everywhere there's going to be ignorant people. It's like you can't make blanket statements about any person, group, or race or whatever. But stereotypes exist, therefore they're funny, you know, because they've been around forever. So like when you bring something into a news story that leads me into a stereotype, I'm freaking going into it. So if you're somebody who watches this clip right now and you're like, I'm offended because, just tune out, all right? This is comedy you're about to watch. There is no such thing as a line when it comes to a news story that then brings in a stereotype. I'm going at it. For example, tomorrow, 11 a.m., after we do the comedy news in the morning at 11 a.m., I will be live with you in the chat. I'm not live. I'll be in the chat at 11. Why, you're asking? Because Sensei Round Eye is broadcasting tomorrow. And you're like, who's Sensei Round Eye? Only the greatest sensei of all time. Taught Bruce Lee everything he knows. I got a statue. There's a statue in Japan. Tabagachi. If you go to the Tabagachi and you take a picture next to Round Eye, and you send it into the show, we're going to use it as our background. I already told you guys, it's in the bit. In the background. 3 weeks. I'm back. You're back in there, you know? Because you took the photo with Round Eye. Ugh, remember I had that move. Some people want to pull up the photos right now on Google. Let me see the picture of Sensei Round Eye at the Tabagachi doing his move. You know? I think they actually, if we should ask Joanne, but they may have included a push button where you push the button and you hear Round Eye go, you know? When the 1-inch punch, when I taught Bruce Lee the 1-inch punch, that was a day. You know, that was a day. It took him a little while to get it. You know, Round Eye, I was doing it. He's like, that's pretty good. Can you teach Bruce Lee how to do that? Sit down, a little Padawan. Let me just teach you a couple of things that you need to know about the 1-inch punch. So that's what we did, Round Eye style. I'm playing you this clip right now, guys. Enough talking. I wanted you to hit a like, give a comment. You did it. This is called JetBlue sued over religious discrimination. I call them for answers. That's what we got here. All right, I'm playing it. Sunday night. Even when it's Sunday night, it's St. Patty's Day, by the way. Happy St. Patty's. But even though it is these things, we're still going to bring the energy at you. Here we go. I'm flipping the screen for you guys.
It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, MarkinsPires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat.
Jewish passenger is suing JetBlue claiming religious discrimination after he was thrown off a plane following his refusal to sit next to a woman. What? I gotta see what this is, because you can't say I'm not gonna sit next to a woman. It's against my religious beliefs to sit next to a woman. If you say that, you gotta get off the plane, all right? I'm sorry. You bought a seat. You didn't buy the entire plane. You didn't buy the wing. You didn't buy both seats, so you didn't have to sit next to anybody. Or you could choose who you sit next to. You bought a single seat. Let's see. An Orthodox Jewish passenger claims he was thrown off a JetBlue plane for trying to change seats. Well, that's different. You're trying to change seats is different. Passenger had explained to the staff that he couldn't sit next to a woman due to his... I guess he can't sit next to a woman. Why? What's in the religious belief that says you can't sit next to a woman? I want to know. Does anybody know what the Orthodox Jewish belief is that you cannot sit next to a woman? Sounds like the stupidest thing in the world. So when you're a baby, you can't be next to a woman. You can't have a woman sit next to you if you're like a 3-year-old. Oh no, it's only at a certain age you can't sit next to a woman any longer. Bunch of horse crap. All these beliefs are so mental, by the way. Like, oh, well, I can't sit next to a woman. I'm an adult now. All right. Orthodox. We know you just can't trust yourself. You're not orthodox enough. Your orthodoxy would prove that you have what it takes to sit next to a woman. You think she wants to sit next to you with that reeking armpit? We know. You haven't ever put any deodorant on. You're washing with like baking powder or something. We don't even know what you're doing. I'm feeling the curls in my face right now. I'm sitting here trying to just take my flight. I'm trying to take the flight. You're curling out to the floor. Couldn't trim it? No? No trimming, no deodorant, smelling like freaking India. You know? You guys know. You know, sometimes, guys, sometimes when you're in the process, you're in the process. She wasn't kosher enough. J.E. knows. She wasn't kosher enough. You know, when he got on there, he's like, you don't smell like garbage. I can't sit next to you. You know? That's like his telltale to know if you're an Orthodox as well. Like when he walks up and if you smell like some disgusting street corner in India, you're good. He's sitting right next to you at that point. He's like, how was synagogue this week? You know, did you have a good time? What did your rabbi talk about? You know, that's where they go. But if he sits down and he sees you smelling like Dove, yeah, I'm sorry. It's against my religious belief to sit next to someone who's cleaned themselves. You know, like we can't do that here. You got to smell like garbage. You know, if you want to reconsider, while the flight does like one of those tipsy-turvies, you're in the toilet. You come out smelling like I expect. And now my religious beliefs have been met. And we're taking a trip together. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here with Magoo. And again, no offense to anybody out there who, if there is something to this, I'm sure there is. I mean, he's not making it up, but it's mental. I'm sorry. You know, you're an adult. You should be able to sit next to a soul. If you're saying that soul, and again, this guy knows what a woman is. If anybody wants to ask what a woman is, this guy right here knows. This Orthodox passenger knows what a woman is because he can't sit next to one. Let's see what we get here from this dude. Suing JetBlue. Let's hear about the discrimination here, claiming he was thrown off the plane. We already got to this part. Abraham Lunger, What the freaking hell movie was that? He called someone Lunger. Oh my goodness. Oh my good Tombstone. Tombstone. Yes. The final scene in Tombstone. It's over my shoulder right now. You're looking at it. And you got Doc Holliday. And you got the other guy who's supposed to be the greatest shot. And he's trying to take out Doc Holliday down. And he calls him Lunger. You ready, Lunger? And he goes, and then like all of a sudden, Val Kilmer comes out, double-decker style, shoots the dude without even trying. He's coughing up blood. Lunger style. Abraham Lunger. That's such a weird side note. But anyway, Abraham Lunger, an Orthodox Jew, was set to take a red-eye flight from Palm Springs International Airport to JFK on December 31st, 2023. It was at 11:59 that this all happened. Because of his religious beliefs, he can only sit next to a woman if she is a blood relative or his wife. He can only sit next to a blood relative or a wife. Guys, 7 billion people in the world. He can't sit next to any of them. No, I'm sorry. Are you related to the Lungers? Or are you a Lunger? You got to Doc Holliday it. Oh my goodness. So he can't sit next to any of these. He could sit next to 6 people on planet Earth. That's a life right there, So let me ask you, how did you get anywhere in this world? How are you getting on any plane if you can't sit next to anybody unless they're in your family? Go buy a private jet. Oh, I'm sorry, the pilot's not part of the family. You're going to have to jump out of the plane mid-flight. I'll handle it. I'm a Lunger, The couple weren't assigned seats in advance, according to the lawsuit filed in the U.S. Southern District of New York. His wife asked JetBlue ticket an agent in the gate prior to boarding if Lunger could be seated next to either her or a man because of his religious beliefs. I do think that this is actually valid. Before the flight, she said, can you have my husband sit next to me? Can you have my husband sit next to a dude with donger? We need a donger, not someone without the donger. People say, what is a woman? Someone who doesn't have a donger. Pretty simple. The women are able to make babies. The guys, they're able to make babies. You know what I mean? You gotta understand the science. Anyway, his wife asked JetBlue And I don't know, JetBlue was probably like, nah, we don't care about your religious beliefs. That may have been what happened. They're Mormon. And the Mormons don't believe in that orthodoxy. You know, Mormons believe in a gold tabernacle and Joseph Smith and all these weird cities that were never found in their book. But guys, Brigham Young did it, 10 wives. Here we go. Abraham Lunger. So let's see what we got. Anything? Do we have anything here? Lunger took his seat and then he saw that a woman, not related, by the way, no relation, was about to sit next to me. I notice she smells good. This is not a family member. Could you, excuse me, JetBlue, can you put your arm down, sir? By men. You expect that's a commercial right there. You see all this going on in the background. You got like, somebody's popping up. Alan Thicke. By men. And you're like, yeah, speed stick. Let's get it for that guy. He quietly got up from his seat and stood in the aisle, arms in the air. Everybody passed out. But before he was able to tell another passenger to change seats, a flight attendant yelled at him and said, "Sir, Lunger, sit your butt down, sir. We're about to do our, safety talk here about how to wear your stupid, raft and the mask with the cup. You don't know how to put the cup over your face with the stupid elastic band that goes behind it. That does a great job suction. It's almost as good as those masks that you guys were wearing." You should just take those stupid masks you're wearing and pop a hole in it and then throw the oxygen in that. You got a perfect connection, right? Suction, right? Oh, goodness. She refused to accept the explanation and attempted to prevent Lunger from switching seats with another passenger who had agreed to switch seats. The guy agreed to switch seats and they don't want Lunger to do it? Oh, my goodness. Other passengers who overheard this conversation also offered to swap seats. Multiple seat swappers. JetBlue, what's with you? I'm calling JetBlue in a moment. We're going to get them on the line about this one. The plane's pilot then told Lunger and his travel companions, his wife and another woman, that Lunger couldn't change seats because it would cause a weight imbalance. What in the freaking hell is that horse crap? You're on a plane, you're telling me that Lunger, weighing 337 pounds, is going to be a weight disbalance? Come on. I just had to eat. I'm in the airport getting ready for the stupid flight here. This is absolutely discrimination. I'd be suing too if I was Lunger. Multiple people were willing to change seats with Lunger, Couldn't change seats because it would cause a weight imbalance. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you booked a flight and it was like, how much do you weigh? They don't ask you how much you weigh on a flight. They don't look at you when you're getting on the flight and they're like, sir, you're going to sit over there. Ma'am, you're going to sit over there. We need to have a weight balance on the freaking plane. Bunch of horse crap discrimination right here. Let's see what we have. Lunger never forced other passengers to change seats with him or used a loud or stern voice. He was actually very calm the whole time. He said, "Excuse me, my name is Lunger, Abraham Lunger. Do you think I could switch seats with somebody? And in fact, there's 19 people back there willing to change seats with me. We're just going to do it, all right? Just wanted to let you know."
I'm sorry,
What?
sir.
I'm sorry.
No, you can't.
Why is that a problem with you? Everybody's cool with it. We're going to go do it. My wife, I can't sit next to anybody if it's a woman, unless it's a family member.
Just your family.
Huh? Yeah, 3 people in the world. But that's what I got, So can you, help an Orthodox man out? This is my religious beliefs we're talking about here, okay? No women but my wife or my aunt. My mom, Cousin Sue. Besides that, Lunger is at a loss.
And you're Lunger.
Huh? Yeah, no, I speak about myself in the third person. Abraham Lunger, Lunger and his 2 travel companions were told that they weren't allowed to collect their suitcases and wouldn't be provided with an overnight accommodation, food, or transport. What? They were booked in alternative tickets for the next day and had to pay both the price difference and the ticket change charge. Wow. JetBlue is proud. Now, how do we have a JetBlue voice here? JetBlue is proud to serve millions of customers each year from many different backgrounds. We do our best to accommodate our customers' various requests while ensuring all customers are provided the experience they are expecting from JetBlue, the airline statement said, adding that it could not comment further due to pending litigation. The lawsuit, which accused JetBlue of religious and racial discrimination, seeks compensatory damage, punitive damages, and attorney's fees and costs. It's about three-fourths of the costs. It's going to be the attorney's fees. But guys, what do you think about this? Again, I just want to go over the detail. Let's talk about this quickly. Orthodox man, smelling like crap, gets on the plane. He's there. He's sitting there. His wife is not sitting next to him. He can only sit next to his wife. Or a family member. Remember, it's just his sister. It's just he, his sister, and his wife. That's everybody else is dead. And he can't sit next to anybody else in the world. And then he's got 15 people sitting around. They're all like, hey, buddy, I'll get as far away from you as I can. I'll switch seats. You know what I mean? Where do you want? I want to be in the air. I need to have some sort of air going on. By the way, I got an extra speed stick. Are you into it? Bye, man. And he's wearing it now. Everybody's happy. You know, we get there. Switch flights, switch seats. Everybody's good. But no. Flight attendant, pilot, racial discrimination, religious discrimination. I gotta get this lady on the line. I gotta find out. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry.
JetBlue?
Yes, JetBlue is customer service?
Yes, this is Carolyn from customer service.
Yeah, no, I was looking to see if I could speak to the general of operations.
Sure can. Who may I say is calling?
MarkinsPires.
Okay, I'm about to faint. Did you say this is MarkinsPires? Because I'm a huge fan.
You say it was Carolyn?
Sure is.
Carolyn, I didn't know you were such a huge fan.
Well, I am.
It's a pleasure to have you on, Carolyn. But you know, we're here. We're live on the air right now. I'm trying to see if I can get the general of operations on the line, talk about this. We're doing this story here about the Orthodox man came on the plane smelling like India, and he had to sit next to his wife.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that one.
Yeah, I know, Calcutta.
Let me get him on the line.
Yeah, I'll wait. Thank you, Carolyn.
I'll be in the chat.
Well, yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you in the chat. Guys, Carolyn's coming in right now.
Get ready for me.
Yeah, thanks, Carolyn.
JetBlue.
Yes, who is this? I'm sorry.
This is Jim.
Jim. Jim, how are you? This is Mark Pires. I'm the host of the longest running daily variety show on YouTube. It's called This
is MarkinsPires?
Yeah.
Love it.
You're a fan too? You gotta be kidding me, Jim.
Oh, yeah.
I'm here doing it. And you're there. Are you in the chat right now?
I'm in here.
Gosh, guys, do you see Jim in there? He said he's hanging out. Jim, don't be a lurker. All right?
I like lurking.
Don't be a lurker. You gotta be a part of the chat. So let's get into it, Jim. I mean, obviously you hear what we're talking about here. What's the story with the Orthodox man? And why didn't you guys just let him change the seat?
I'll tell you what happened. Religious discrimination?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's probably a discrimination deal. So did you fire her?
No, she was reprimanded.
Jim, you can't just do a pat on the back on that one and say, do better next time. That's one where you make an example out of her. We are service first. If a passenger wants to switch seats, regardless of how bad he smells, you let him switch the seat if others are willing to get the hell away and switch seats with him, you know?
You bring up a good point.
Jim, look, that should be part of your protocols going forward. I'm just trying to help you out here. You know, trying to keep you out of court, Jim. Trying to keep you out of court.
That was really good.
Yeah, no, Jim, look.
You should work for us.
If you want to hire me on retainer to give you guys advice at JetBlue on how to do it right, you know, that's what we do here, is just provide you with valuable information.
You want me to PayPal you?
Yeah, you know the PayPal. Send it over.
We'll put you next to the CEO.
No, I'm good with that. Jim, absolutely. I'll take an office here next to the CEO. You want to put me next to the CEO? I'll do it. Look, I heard the passengers passed out when he lifted up his arms. Is that true?
That has not been confirmed.
Jim, we're going with it.
People may get offended.
No, it's called stereotypical comedy. What are you talking about, Jim? If you can't make comedy, then I gotta question you. By the way, it's not stereotypical. It's factual. Have you ever walked down the street, Brooklyn?
I have done that.
Right? You're there and you're like, what the f is that? Am I in Calcutta?
She did say he smelled like Calcutta.
Yeah, Jim, I know. That's what the attendant told you, and that's why she made the decision she made. You know what, Jim? You guys have to deal with that now in court.
But I'm in the chat.
Yeah, no, everybody's in the chat waiting for you to start talking.
I think I may be blocked.
I don't think you're blocked. Did you guys block Jim? He says he's trying to talk in the chat, and you guys aren't either not seeing it or something. Jim, you know what? Keep trying. Maybe you should get another alias. Do JetBlue Guy, you know? Oh, JetBlue Guy Jim. JetBlue Jim. We got you, Jim. Bring it in as JetBlue Jim. Then I'll know it's you every time. I won't have to say, oh, who are you, Jim?
Good idea.
All right, now, Jim, I got to go now. Now we're getting into the weeds.
You want to roll one up with me?
No, you could smoke that. I'm here. I'm doing the show. All right, Jim. Do they know that at JetBlue that you're... And never mind. We'll leave that part out, Jim. Just you do you.
Wait, can we erase that part?
No, you can't erase this now. I'm live.
Are you kidding?
Oh, can you erase this part about me smoking it out, you know, smoke dog style? I'm sorry. No, you can't. You're in it. You're in it now. When you get reprimanded from JetBlue brings you in front of the board. Excuse me, Jim, were you rolling it out? Were you on the phone with MarkinsPires rolling it out? Yeah, okay. You're suspended from general operations, you know, for 6 weeks. And then there's no pay either.
No pay?
That's on you, Jim.
But I was just kidding.
Yeah, next time, I mean, I know you're like, oh, say whatever, I'm on air. I want to be cool. Sometimes you don't have to be cool, Jim. Sometimes you just have to be honest.
It was just a joke.
Yeah. We'll see you later.
Love you.
Yeah, I love you too. Gosh almighty. You know Jim. You guys know Jim. He's awesome. He's in the chat. Oh, goodness. You know, guys, when you're doing a story and all of a sudden the Orthodox man comes in. Now, this is like, this is just comedy. I want to just be very clear. This is straight up comedy. There is no such thing as a line when you're talking about stereotypes and it's something like this comes up. It is when you make comedy. So I don't want to hear someone saying, oh, there's hatred or some sort of anything, because it's not. This is a total joke comedy, live comedy news show. There is no one intended to ever be offended. I feel bad for this guy. I think that he should have gotten the ticket that he just should have gotten a seat for he and his wife to sit in, because he's got a religious need, you know, and it's not a difficult thing unless you can't find somebody to switch seats with you. But he had plenty of options. People were willing to switch seats with them, and they didn't want that to happen for some reason, and I think that that's wrong. And I think JetBlue should suffer for it in some capacity, whether it's with a legal battle, whatever it is, but they owe these people for the inconvenience side of things. But how about the fact that they didn't even put them up in a hotel room for the night? They made them fly the next day. That's crazy. This is what we're dealing with.
Thank you for watching.
Guys, at the end of every single one of my videos,
comment and share.
You should see multiple, freaking Elgato. You should see multiple video options to choose. After you watch something, if you could click to go to another one that helps the show, they have something called the click-through rate, which means how many people watch all of your content through and then move and watch another piece of your content. And the higher that number gets, the more they'll expose your channel to people. Now, I don't know if that's affected when they consider you harmful. They may just keep you and just say, no, we're still not going to share it. But I do think click-through rate matters, and I do think how long you guys watch my videos matters. So if you do get into something and you're kind of like, I don't like this little bit, wait, trust me, because these bits develop a lot of times. Like there's a phone call at the end of whatever's going on, and it doesn't develop until it develops, because this is all live in the moment. So remember, whatever you're watching was created in the moment. There is no script. There's not like I'm sitting here and saying, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that, I'm going to talk about this, I'm going to make a piece of comedy about that. I'm literally doing it in the moment. Whatever my mind is just allowing me to think of is what I'm just driving towards and trying to make funny. I don't know if it is. I think I'm a specific type of comedy. I don't know. What I do here is totally crazy. It could be good, or maybe it's just totally off the wall insanity. Like, for example, this right here, it's either hilarious or cringe. You decide. I think it's freaking hilarious because Joanne's a Weezer and she has a major part in this production. And the caller also. And so this is actually a part 2 of the series Scammer Payback. Tim, can you turn that music down?
You want the music down?
Come on, we're in the process.
All right.
We can't have music on while we're trying to rob people blind here. Call center.
Okay, buddy.
Joanne, do me a favor, please keep the wheeze down while you're back there. We're trying to do business.
I'm trying.
Trying to do business. Tim, can you do me a favor and get that, Joanne!
Ugh, disgusting.
Oh, you're back there. You know, your wheeze, it echoes around the entire room. You do me a favor, Joanne, keep the wheeze down, keep the toots in, all right? This is a small room, 1,050 square feet. We don't have enough. Tim,
Yeah, buddy.
Tim, how are you sitting that close to Joanne right now? That's what I want to know. Because she's disgusting with that toot. I feel it in my skin now.
I'm wearing those plugs.
Anyway, look, did you hear that last call, Tim? That's how you rob old people, you know?
That was a good one.
It's difficult when you're here every day doing the work. And, you know, you're the top scamming piece of garbage in the office.
I take second place.
You know, of course I had that misstep with that other stupid lady. I forget her name, but she was terrible. Scammer exposed. They got me, you know, sorry, you know, closing down the office. But we're across the street now, guys, Calcutta style, and we've got work to do. That last one was a doozy. $45,000. You just kind of, where's the bell? Thank you. Joanne, thank you. You finally did something right. You know, the wheeze is still, of course, there. Like, you know.
For the love of God, Joanne.
No, Tim, I'm sorry. Unbelievable.
Are you kidding me? Oh, you're a pig.
Tim, I'm sorry about that. That one was me. I have to, you know, take credit where credit's due.
No problem, buddy.
Hold on a second. Guys, this could be a big one. Hold on a minute. Microsoft, this is Mark Microsoft. How may I help you?
Hi, this is Judy.
Oh, hi, Judy. How are you?
What's that, sweetie?
Hold on a second, please. Okay. Joanne, it's Judy. She sounds familiar, right? Is it? She's not related to you or anything, right? All right, hold on. I don't want to lose her. Hi, Judy?
Yes, I'm sure.
Hi, yes. Mark Microsoft here, son of Microsoft founder, Daniel Microsoft. My father gave me the task of rebates here. So how could I help you today?
I got an email with a rebate notice.
Yes, that's right. You did get an email from Microsoft, from my father. Can you tell us what is it that you did the email say exactly?
Well, my email says a rebate.
Yep, yes, that's right.
$499.
That's right, Judy. A rebate of $499. All I need you to do, Judy, is you see that link there in the email? It should be in blue.
This blue link?
Yeah, click that link real quick. It's going to bring you to a site called AnyDesk.
AnyDesk?
Yeah, that's right. Click it. Go to AnyDesk.
It's not working.
Judy, use your freaking stupid thumb and push the button. All right.
Hey.
Do you need somebody to come over and help you? It's a button. You have a mouse. You click it, and then all of a sudden you're there.
You don't have to be so mean to me.
No, Judy, I'm sorry. You're the imbecile. You know, I mean, like, I'm here. I'm doing Mark Microsoft. I'm doing the work. My dad sent me in, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, click. There we go. Thank you.
My username's my email.
No, yeah, you have to make up a password, but tell me what it is, Judy.
What? I'm not supposed to tell you my password.
No, Judy, that's kind of protocol. You make a password and then you give it to Mark Microsoft. I am the son of the founder.
Okay. It's Furry Cats 315.
Furry Cats 315. All right, thank you very much, Judy. You're playing along just fine.
I think I'm in.
Yep, exactly. Once you get in there, just make sure you type in your information, Judy Bloom, whatever it is. Put it in there.
It's asking for my social security.
Judy, you put your social security number. You got to put your social security number in if you want help from Microsoft, Mark Microsoft.
What about my first pet?
No, Judy, I'm sorry. It asks for your first, pet. It needs to know what the name of your first pet.
Okay, and my first home?
Yeah, and the street that you grew up on. This is standard stuff, Judy.
Why do they need to know who my third grade teacher was?
Yeah, no, your third grade teacher as well. That's the third question. Yeah. No, this is just standard, Judy, when you want to get your rebate. You got to fill in a couple of just random details, and your social security number as well.
Okay, looks like I'm all set.
Yeah. That's great, Judy. Click it, and any desk style.
Done.
There you go, Judy. That's good. See, you're doing great. Now, I want you to make sure you see when you scroll down, it says dollar amount for your refund. Remember, it's $499 that you're doing, Judy. So I want you to go down there and type 49900, okay? And then you're gonna push, actually don't do anything, Judy. Just do 49900 and let me know when you've typed that in. Okay?
I just don't see where to fill that out.
Judy, where I told you where it says amount for the refund. No, you type it in the taskbar. Put it in where it asks, Judy.
Then push enter?
No, but don't push enter.
Don't push enter?
No, Judy. You don't push enter, Judy. You leave it alone. You let me push enter, okay? Just let me know when you get to the point where you're just about to push enter, and then don't push enter.
Oh, no. I push enter.
Judy, you freaking moron! Are you kidding me? You pushed enter! I told you not to push enter, Judy!
I'm sorry.
Joanne, I'm here. She's a freaking moron. Joanne, stop the wheezing.
Wheezy McGee.
You know. Joanne!
Joanne, you pig.
Last thing we need is a Richter scale tutor right in the middle.
What
Of talking
was
to
that?
No, Judy, I'm sorry. That was Joanne, not me.
Are you sure, sweetie?
Judy, listen, let's just kind of scale back a little bit here real quick, okay? I need you to put the $499 in, and then you let me know. I'm gonna push enter on my side this time, okay? Because the last one just didn't go through, because you can't push enter, Judy, okay?
So you want me to do it again?
Yeah, no, that's right. Just let me know when you're ready, okay?
Oh, no. I pushed enter again.
Judy, you freaking idiot!
I'm sorry.
You pushed. Now, Judy, I can't do anything about it. Now you took money from me, $49,900.
What?
Now, Judy, I'm gonna lose my job. I'm gonna lose my job, Judy, if you don't refund the refund.
You want me to refund the refund,
Yeah,
sweetie?
that's right, Judy. You want me to lose my job?
Well, I'm not really sure.
Joanne, she doesn't freaking give a crap about my job. What do I do? Joanne, you can't just wheeze through all your problems. You know, Joanne, why do I even ask you? Judy, are you still there? Judy,
Oh, I'm still
listen,
here.
I need you to do the right thing, Judy. Spike Lee style.
Like Spike Lee?
Yeah, that means Danny Aiello. Yeah. Look, Judy.
Yeah?
I'm gonna send you a new link, any desk style. You click the link, Judy. You type in the refund amount back to me, $49,400. The rest is all yours. We're gonna give you $100 more, Judy.
Oh, that's kind of you, sweetie.
We're giving you an extra $100 because you're doing the right thing and you're refunding the refund.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I should keep...
Judy, can you do a solid? You know, for a guy here in Dallas, Texas, that's giving you some positive, I'm trying to give you a refund, and then you kind of screwed me over by pushing enter. You know, I was checking to do a proofread, check the work before pushing enter. You did the enter, and now you're in the hole, really, because I have U.S. Marshals on the way.
You're sending the U.S. Marshal?
Yeah, that's right. They're coming for you. Judy, look, you know, like, you can say whatever you want, but if you don't refund the money and do the AnyDesk, I'm gonna have the U.S. Marshals. They're actually outside, right around the corner. They're just waiting for me to give them the go.
I just don't know how to fix it.
Judy! How much of an moron, idiot. I'm dealing with stupidity here. Just put the total in, and I won't have the U.S. Marshals embarrass you in front of all your neighbors, Judy. They're gonna come in, take you out in cuffs. They're saying, this one's the one. She's a scammer. Judy.
Well, how can I fix it?
Thank you, Judy. I appreciate you getting back on track with me here. You keep the other 100, okay? You're gonna get $5.99 for this deal. Judy, that's a good deal for you, you know, because you just called for $4.99. You're getting $5.99.
Well, that's good.
Yes. Now, Judy, I want you to push that number in that you see on the screen.
Is this the number?
Judy, it's 764
764
83
83
927
927
81693
81693
74
74
6
6.
Niner.
What's a niner?
Judy, there's a niner in there. Okay, just put it in and push enter.
Okay, push
No,
enter.
don't push enter.
You don't want me to push enter?
Yeah. You ready? All right, here we go, Judy. I'm putting it in. Judy! I got my money back!
Nope, I got
What's
all
that?
your money and your files.
What?
What's that, sweetie?
Judy, what did you do to my computer, Judy?
I took it over.
Judy, I can't get it. Joanne! Joanne, I can't get in there. Judy's in my computer. No, my files. She's taking my files. Joanne, she's taking my files right now. Oh my God. Tim, lock your freaking computer down. It's scammer payback.
Scammer
He's
payback?
back again. He got me. Oh my goodness. No, my main file, the one with all my videos. 1080p. Oh gosh, I wanted to watch that movie.
Don't worry, I'll watch it.
Joanne, stop wheezing. Gosh almighty. I'm in the process of trying to save something here. A shred of my files. You know, this Tuskegee family, Michigan.
Joanne
I
just
save it. No, it's gone. Tuskegee's gone. Joanne, what do we do? Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. Joanne, I'm losing it all. And you tuned? Gosh almighty.
I thought so.
Guys, I'm out. I got nothing. I got nothing left. Holy freaking Tim, I'm sorry. You look like you're pissed off. My bad. That's my bad, Tim.
We gotta go to another call center.
I'm just here doing what we do.
Gosh almighty, Joanne.
Yeah, I'm trying to just scam them, get our money, because we gotta keep robbing people here in Calcutta style.
Here's my favorite
Oh,
part.
Judy, Judy, I can't, I'm just scammer, pierogi.
I've got all your
It's
files.
the second time you got me, pierogi. I'm coming for you. What?
Just be sure to use any decks. So long, sweetie.
All right, guys, lock it down. Computer's away. You grab your drill bits right through the hard drives. I lost the Tuskegee family.
We'll get them tomorrow. New building, new smelly
Lost
freaking
them.
street.
They're gone forever, really. You know, Joanne, maybe if you weren't wheezing while we're in the process of trying to close the deal of the century with Judy.
Freaking Joanne. Joanne, are you kidding me? You're disgusting.
Sorry, Tim, that was me again.
Hey, no problem there,
I get
pal.
nervous when I can't close the deal. Yeah. All right, guys, I guess I'll just leave my computer. It's done. This computer is hacked by Pierogi, scammer payback. Gosh, it got me again. I should have known, Joe, and I thought that name sounded familiar, Judy. I thought for sure Judy sounded familiar to me. And you know what? Second call center, guys. That's got to be some sort of record, right?
I never heard any worse.
Got to be some sort of record that I've closed down 2 call centers in the last month, you know? In a way, I'm kind of proud of myself. You know, other people here, you guys are doing work 6 months, a year. No, you're not closing call centers. No, you guys are doing a good job. You're just scamming them out, you know?
Tis the life of a scam.
What's that, Tim? Yeah, Tim, I know, Tim. But this is the job, you know? Sometimes you do it. Sometimes you put yourself out there because you're trying to close the deal of the week. You remember, guys, top scamming piece of garbage in the office got an extra $20. I was looking forward to that 20. There's a new rice shop around the corner. It doesn't smell totally disgusting, you know, just like a little. And I was thinking maybe I could go and spend my 20 extra on those noodles. Nothing like Calcutta. Anyway, guys, all right, I'm wrapping it up here. I guess I'll see you, at the next location. Where are we going to be tomorrow?
Good question.
Which building here on Nick Never Street in Calcutta? I'll be there. And I promise not to get another call center closed down. Okay? Just do what we do. You know what I mean?
I tell you, it's gotta be some sort of record.
Look, you're still over. Yeah, maybe if you work a little harder, you could close the call center yourself.
Next time.
But not today, buddy. Not today. That was my doing, and of course, I would place 50% of it in Joanne's wheeze.
Oh, God Almighty, Joanne!
Joanne, you freaking pig! Again, Tim, I'm extremely sorry.
You again? No
I
problem.
lost a
pal.
big deal, Tim. You know, you got to give a guy a break. You know, we're here trying to do it. Joanne, I guess I'll see you, next location. You gonna hover over there? How you getting there? Guys, you may have to break down a wall for Joanne, Hawaiian Punch style. Just call the guy. I know the guy who played the purple Hawaiian Punch. He'll come over and do it for his Swift 50.
But the bonus was only
What's that,
20.
Tim? Tim, I know that the bonus was 20, but you got to do a special for Joanne. You get her to the next location. Because if we can't have her there assisting us on the calls, transactions, we're going to be in trouble. We're not going to be able to get big bucks out of those old, unsuspecting people in the United States of America.
Except for Judy.
What's that, Tim? Yeah, Tim, I know, except for Judy, who happens to be Scammer Payback, who got me twice in a row now here. Scammer, call center closed down, But look, sometimes when you're a scamming piece of garbage, you can get closed down.
I haven't done that yet.
Tim, I know you're still over. Again, you should be a little bit like, maybe what's wrong with me? I'm too good at my job? I can't get a call center closed down?
I guess so.
Maybe, Tim. Maybe. All right, guys, I'm closing down. I'll see you next place, next location. Robbing people blind, right? Scamming. That's what we do here in Calcutta. I mean, what else can we do in Calcutta?
You could clean the poop pit.
No, I'm not going to clean that. I'd rather scam people blind. Yeah, no, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Again, my bad. My bad, guys. I just want to say, really, it's my bad. I'm getting this one closed down. I really feel terrible about it. A little bit, because it's a pretty big deal. I'll be in the Calcutta Times tomorrow, Scammer closes down another call center. To be that guy. Joanne, I know I'm that guy. I was just joking. I was like, imagine if you were that guy, and then I happen to be that guy. Like the call center was doing well, and then Judy came in. Scammer Payback. Well, you're trying to scam, guys. And then you get scammed. It's a Scammer Payback. All right, and it happened now twice. You gotta give it to Pierogi. The guy knows how to break into a computer and erase a ton of files in a split second and sound like an old lady. Like you guys, nobody else was like, oh, that's Pierogi. It's a Scammer Payback. You guys are like, we got a whale. We got a whale here. Close it down, Mark Microsoft. Guys, when my father sent me in to run this call center into the ground, he didn't, look, some people say that trust fund baby adage, but some of us are just trying to destroy what our father created. We're just really we got that chip on our shoulder where we're just thinking to ourselves, what the hell made him so great? I could do it. I'm going to burn what he did down to the ground. And then I'll start my own Microsoft, Mark Microsoft. It's going to be a new brand. Oh, goodness, So that's where we're coming from here at this call center here, Calcutta style, guys. My father sent me in. When Mark Microsoft took this gig, he had every intention of keeping this call center open for at least a week. I was thinking at least a week. But once you get a call from someone like Scammer Payback, what are you going to do about it, right? I'm not that advanced of a scammer. I'm just the son of the scammer, And I'm proud in a way that I'm here to lead you guys into another closing. Another call center closing, that's what we did today. But again, Joanne, if you happen to keep your wheeze down, if Tim, you were screening like you're supposed to do that, make sure you're doing a double-decker style Oh, you know, this one sounds a little odd. Yeah, it seems a little weird that sounds like the other Judy that closed the other call center when you were on with the Mark Microsoft.
I should have asked who she was before passing her along.
You know, that's true, Tim. It would have been nice if you did say that, but unfortunately you didn't.
Sorry, Mark. I was listening to the new AC/DC.
That's your excuse? I was listening to my favorite AC/DC song. You're doing an AC/DC? Oh, you're getting the call center closed down. You know, can't get good help anymore. Even here at Microsoft. Even when you're Mark Microsoft, you know? Anyway, okay, guys, I guess, look, the cops are coming.
Cops on the way.
The Calcutta Police Department, I hear them. I can hear the police cars in the background. That's when I make my great escape. Remember, the Microsoft brand, the name must continue. And we'll just be opening up another shop, another call center, right across the street, I think. Probably on the 3rd floor instead of the 2nd. So when you guys show up tomorrow, make sure you check. You know, they have the little, it's like a little, I guess, presentation case at the bottom of the building there on Smells Like Garbage Boulevard.
Hey, I've been there.
You go in there. And you see the presentation case.
Keep it together, Mark.
I can't. Oh. No, Joanne, it's your wheeze. It's your wheeze that takes me and makes me laugh hysterically.
It is pretty funny.
You go to the presentation case.
That the one on Disgusting Kebab Place?
What's that? No, Tim, the one it Smells Like Crap Boulevard. Which one? You know, Tim, I wonder why we keep you around. You know? On that case, in the case, you will see what floor we're on. Is it 2nd floor or 3rd floor? And remember, guys, look for the Microsoft brand there.
Microsoft.
Yeah, sorry, Joanne, the Mark Microsoft brand. Guys, remember, we're burning this one to the ground. Not just the call centers, my father's entire, brand, everything he created. We don't need Microsoft. We need Microsoft. Guys, we're doing it, Microsoft 2024. That's what officially we're doing. It's a name change as well. Joanne was wondering, when are you going to get around to the real story here? Look, when Mark Microsoft went on this journey of taking over call centers here, Calcutta style, and burning them into the ground, taking the image and trying to destroy it, I said, look, I think we got to get to a point where we do a rebrand. Yeah.
I love it. I'm in.
Tim, no, I'm sorry. You're not on board because you're just a terrible employee. You're there with your headphones, AC/DC. Look, Microsoft, that's what we're doing, Microsoft. It has a ring to it, Microsoft 95. When they call asking about doing some repair on their Windows 95, you tell them you mean the Microsoft Windows 95, or is that the one we're working with here? Because that is the name of the brand now. I'm sorry, Joanne. I can't hear you over the wheeze. I'm pretty sure you said something about, I love the name. Thank you very much for allowing me to continue to have a job here while being a Wheezy McGee in Calcutta. And yes, Joanne, you're very welcome. Microsoft. It has a ring to it, boys. And Joanne, whatever the hell you are. Guys, remember, the cops will be here any second. Tell them that Joanne did it. They can't charge her. She's not a human. The non-human entities get away with everything. You guys know that. Or if they just come across the border, same thing. They get in, they can do whatever. Give them money. Give them a place to live. Let's put them in a hotel. Top niche, like top of the lot. We're here in New York City looking over the city. Here you go. We should stay there for a couple months. We'll figure it out later. That's what Joanne has to offer. All right. So when they come in, just point right to Joanne. She's likely going to toot. Guys, we may be winning this one no matter what. People run away when she does that. So good chance you point at Joanne. She gets nervous. Joanne, don't now. You're going to toot, right? right now. Oh, God almighty. You know, but guys, if she's going to, again, it's like that happens, you take advantage. Joanne! I can't even. Joanne, what did you eat today? Oh my goodness, I can't. Guys, I gotta go. Joanne, hopefully she does that for you guys when the cops arrive. Oh my goodness. Now, of course, you see we have American Scammer loses his mind. That's the very first Scammer Payback, and that was part 2 you just watched. I gotta tell you, Tim steals the show. Tim steals the show in the background. He's going, oh, Joanne, you friggin' pig! Like, all those are so funny. Oh, S-Coop, I'm so happy. Yeah, I like to zoom in on Joanne whenever I can, especially when we're referencing her wheeze. Yeah. Oh gosh, there's so many funny parts in that bit there. But I think what's actually my favorite part, and it makes me crack up every time, is when I crack up there and Tim goes, "Keep it together, Mark." That's just like, oh, it makes me cry when he did that, you know? And when I did that, I'm Tim. Oh man. So yeah, I have a lot of fun and kind of want to keep driving towards doing a lot of those fake calls because I don't know what I'm going to say when I do the re-edit afterwards, but they're always pretty funny, I think. I don't know. I enjoy it. But I hear Wagey's on the air with us right now. So we'll try to wrap this up in a minute here. Gosh, you know, it's like, I think I could just do a full episode of comedy news stories. We could do a full episode of old bits like that. I could do a full episode of just all the game shows I've ever done. And we should start coming up with like a plan that each week it's going to be something. I mean, I have so many of all of these things. So it could be like, instead of it just being randomly, hey, music and comedy, it could be like Monday night game shows or something like that. And I mean, I've got every game show I've done, so we could do an episode of that. And it doesn't have to be that, but we could just put one episode on during the game show night and then the rest of the show, music and whatever else, but we stick to some sort of format. Maybe you guys can help me with that. That would be a lot of fun if we figured it out together, what you guys want to see more of. And because we already have Friday night cover night, you know, that's something that we've established for at least a year, which is great. So every Friday night we have cover night. Every morning at 9 a.m. we have comedy news. And then usually it's just whatever I feel like doing at night. But I do think we should start doing a replay of at least one piece of my content every show. It could be a song, it could be a piece of comedy, or it could be a game show, or it could be a piece of comedy news. But I think it would be pretty cool to share some of the things you guys have never seen, you know. There's been 3,400 pieces, 4,300 pieces. So we have a lot to get through. S-Coop, thank you for sharing links earlier. Guys, if you don't know, I have a couple new channels. One of them is called Mark Has Wood. And I got to thank MODOK for coming up with that. What a name. The other one's called Connecticut Market Report, CT Market Report. And that's something I think you should be able to type in as well and find out. I'm not sure. But that's the two new channels. Of course, we have the MarkinsPires TV channel. We are on X. We are on Rumble. We're on every channel. If you do feel like supporting this channel at all, we can't do it here on YouTube anymore. There's no more super chats. There's no more ways to support me directly on YouTube. I'm demonetized for being harmful, apparently. But you can support me on Patreon, on YouTube. I'm sorry. PayPal, Venmo, CashApp. I think those are the 3 or 4 ways you could support the show if you want to. If you don't, you could also, I think you could subscribe to Patreon for free as well. But if you do support the show, I really appreciate that. I do plan on going live at least maybe once a month on Patreon just for the supporters over there, even if it's just a quick chat or a song or something like that. The song Touch the Stars is up on Patreon for anybody who is a supporter of that Patreon account. You're able to watch, and that's at all levels. You're able to watch, and I think download possibly, I'm not sure. But you can play it any time, Touch the Stars. If you do enjoy that song, it's there. I will be dropping it for you. Remember, tomorrow at 11 a.m., after the 9 a.m. comedy news, we have Sensei Round Eye. I want to share this because I put a new photo on this just a little while ago. Let me just actually do this. I'm going to just tell everybody 11 a.m. after the comedy news. The 9 a.m. daily comedy news. I love doing that, guys. It's not realistic that I continue to do this like twice a day. I just really can't. It's very hard. So I'm going to have to at some point select which one's better. But I'm trying my best right now to come on in the morning and do an hour of comedy news and then an hour of whatever else we're doing here at night. But it is taking a lot out of me, I'm realizing, like between my day selling real estate and then doing 2 shows, dropping content. I'm not able to get that to where I can make any money. So it's like, it's a lot of time that I have to start really standing back and looking at and saying, what could I do here realistically? My goal originally was to go on like 6 in the morning, 6:30 before the day even starts, which if I could ever do that, that would be the best because 9 a.m. is kind of tough still. But then I'd really have to get to sleep earlier. The whole thing is kind of tough. So I'm working it out. It is 11:30. I'm going to try to get some sleep. I will be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We'll be back Monday morning comedy news. We'll see what's happening. We do the scrolling news. That's what this is. You've seen the comedy news stories. That's what we do every single morning. So what I love about it is it's not a shock and awe morning news show that kind of gets you already going down some crazy rabbit hole. It's a morning positivity news show with lots of comedy. And even when I'm not saying anything funny, we're going over pretty cool stories. I think we try to pick stories that are somewhat interesting and like weird and then find comedy within them. So hopefully you'll join me tomorrow morning for that. Just put on a timer every day, 9 a.m. and after 9 p.m. we'll be live. And if you can, share the show with anybody you could think of, because anything you like, most of the people you like will enjoy. And when you have your friends here and introduce them to your new friends or your other friends that are already here in this awesome chat, this grows like wildfire. And so that's what it is. We know, we're certain. I've always said, hey, it's got to be a grassroots movement, but it's got to be a grassroots movement. We know that now. And you guys are the grassroots movement. You guys are the most amazing souls, the ones that you know who you are. You keep coming back here to support me. And you could have found the show yesterday and you're here again today, and you are part of that group of amazing souls. We're on a mission here. I truly believe it. This is why this show continues to drive forward every single day. It will, at some point in the future, people will look back and say, thank God. As a whole, they'll say, thank God that this show, for the essence of what it was, trying to brighten up the darkness of this world every single day, it's there. It's all there to be reviewed and enjoyed and appreciated. The songs will be discovered, and the comedy and all the other silly stuff we've done, it will all be discovered in time. And that's all I could say is I'm going to keep creating so that happens one day. And whatever someone finds, they're meant to find. They may not like what they find, but there's a lot more there. So keep looking, please. Let me head over to at least say good evening to you. Remember, Sensei Round Eye tomorrow after the comedy news. Sensei Round Eye is a silly comedy bit, man. I really loved that I did this. Had a lot of fun when I did that. We got Jerry Hayes. We got Kill It and Grill It. We got Kit Covert, a.k.a. Wolf. We of Liberty and Freedom. Leisure number 7. Maine Girl 207. We did a little TikTok earlier and then we had to break away because it just wasn't some issue on that side. Helen Gale, you're awesome. Pamela Swan, S. Coop, thank you so much for sharing links and getting everybody in the know. You guys are the pulse of this chat. Thank you so much for everything you do to create a safe space for everybody who finds this channel. And also thank you when you do see new people, welcoming them and letting them know to hit the like and all that stuff. That's so huge. And that goes to anybody who's helping S-Coop out there to get the word. Jerry and Pamela and Trish when she's here and everybody else. But even if you're not a mod, if you happen to see that and you can add a little word in there, pick up the slack if you see it. You know, it's funny, I'm on some people's channels, I'm not a mod, and I'll blast for like the whole time I'm there. Hey, make sure you hit the like, just because I think it's important as a creator. I want to always do that for other creators. So you'll see, even when especially when I'm a mod, like on Hilly's channel, and I'm always talking to people and welcoming them to the chat and thanking them for being there. And you guys do that. So I just want to thank you for that. And I guess that's basically it. Tomorrow we'll do it all over again. Jerry Hayes, thank you for being here, guys. Helen, Jerry, Kill It and Grill It. Kit, Leisure Number 7, Main Girl, Pamela Swan, S. Coop, and Virginia. You guys are amazing. I will see you tomorrow in the morn. Tomorrow morn. Joanne will see you too. You may hear her wheezing in your dreams. I'm sorry, I meant in your nightmare. Joanne only shows up in nightmares. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much for hanging with me. Till tomorrow. You got to go away.